Hi, everybody. It's Honey and Tiffany.
Hey,
It
how's it
is
going?
this week's last call. Man, how come they don't have no like hype music for the background music? I have to go make some music.
Yeah,
Tiffany,
you gotta make us a
we gotta
song.
make a yeah, we gotta make one. All right, y'all. So today's last call. We're gonna talk about all the stuff that happened this week. And all the stuff. Last week and all the stuff that's gonna happen this week. Right? It's a lot of stuff.
A lot of
So where you
things
want to start?
coming up.
Did
I'm
you
excited.
just? Yeah. Is this not? Oh, you know what? Here it goes. Congratulations, Emmanuel,
Oh, hey.
on a few things. Hey, Shabby. Yes, Emmanuel. So we had a great matchup with Emmanuel and Theo, and some controversy over the judgments. What did you think about the judgment?
Um, I thought it was accurate. I don't know if I agreed with the point spread that was given for the 16 to, what was it, 16 to 34.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was a little crazy, but other than that, I agree.
Yeah, I actually had Theo winning by a couple points, but after hearing Blue's explanation, I was like, okay, I get it. Like I get like you know what I'm saying? I understood the reasoning behind it. Like most people think like, when you're judging an argument, you're judging this person's argument versus that one, right? Instead of
Yeah.
just this person's argument standing on its own merit. How does it do? And how does it hold up? And he was a little shaky. And it's like William had good like he had a good explanations for it, but it was like he got to the after show, he started talking about too much of his own rhetoric.
Yeah, that was a little wild.
But yeah, Emmanuel definitely won. He did good, which I mean, he should have did good. He's definitely been in the game a while, trying at least. He's been around for like what over a year or so. But he just had like his few debates this year on that one platform, and so he debated Pan. He lost, but he debated him at least.
Yeah, no, he
And
did a good
Banu,
job that time too.
like Banu, been in the game for a minute too. He debated him.
He beat Banu.
So did he?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh yeah, he did beat the Banu. I didn't agree with that one though. Maybe that's why I don't count it. I don't count it because in my head that happened. He did not beat that man. But over there
Don't
he
do
did.
him like that. That's his weird.
Yeah, I just don't be remembering it because yeah, it's the night tape pan. Yeah, I don't remember it like that. So because Israelite William got so much backlash about his point spread, he put out a thing for barbarians. He want to challenge them. He want to fight. He think that
Oh yeah.
barbarians are the only people basically good enough to fight him. So he wants a three debate thing, I guess. His first debate, Apollo took that, and we'll see if he ever schedules it. Look at
He
this.
said he was calling out everybody.
He tried. I don't know. You see, the other two is to be determined. We need to see that you're serious. Are you going to debate Apollo?
Are you gonna show up?
Right.
Because
Like, we need to know.
we don't have any faith that you're gonna show up at
Right,
this point.
right. We need to know because
So
we had one with you and Courtney. It never happened.
right.
You and Apollo been chasing you for like a year or so. Where is it? What's going on? You saying you want these debates?
You saying you the best barbarian? I don't know.
Do it. I could do everything. All right. Well, we would love to see it. But we're not gonna take it serious till you debate Apollo. We're waiting. We have a
What's the
bar
topic supposed to be? Something
and
about the
belt.
angel of the Lord?
Yeah. The title is about who are they talking about in Psalms 110:5. Like who is the Lord there?
Oh,
Hey Theo. Oh no, that's Theo. Long ass name. So right now we have a championship belt.
ooh, that's
Ooh.
pretty. I like that. And a ring.
And a ring. It has the barbarians, the bar knights, bar baddies all represented on here. And of course it would be whoever name is about to win it. How first? How do you win it? What happens? The ring you can keep. The belt when you if you lose. Because Pan was champion for like 2 years. He didn't lose for a long time. So if you ever lose the belt, you have to go with the belt. You keep the rings. But to get the belt, we're having a 6-man tournament. Sorry, all you outsiders. This is for barbarians, bar knights only. Well, that's 18 people though, so I mean
Oh yeah, we
that's a
got
lot
another
there.
new bar night.
Yeah, we got a bar night. Lena, hey, listen. Whew, how many like bar debaters it is and the different um ideologies? It's crazy. It's a lot.
We
So
got somebody of every
anybody,
faith.
yeah, like anybody and everybody can find somebody to debate at the bar. Because it's definitely 18 altogether. But this is only going to show 6 of them. So um I don't know. I guess we just gonna have to see because 6 people got to sign up and only one's gonna win. Um, so it's gonna be the third. So when we get the 6 people that sign up, we're gonna put them in order 1 through 6. Um, basing it on like how good of a debater you are, how long you've been in the game, how many wins and losses, stuff like that. You're going to be in order though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Number 3 is going to go versus 6, 4 versus 5. After that, the 1 and 2 get to come in. You know what I'm saying? Big dogs choose from the winner. One is going to choose the first person, the one who has the best record, would choose between the winners. And the second, number 2, would get the other person that they didn't choose, of course. After that, you do the champion round. And after that, somebody has a belt. That's it.
Uh
So as soon as we
oh.
get these 6, we can get. We're not choosing the topics for you. We don't have a basket to pull the topics out of. You all can come up with your topics. We just need people to sign up. Ewok already said he wanted to do it. So we need 5 more people.
Which barbarians and bar knights are gonna heed the calling?
Right?
Anybody
Pan said he might sit
volunteering?
out. You know what I'm saying? Let people see. He always gets all the jury.
Oh,
Oh, Theo
I like
said he's in.
Pansy.
Oh God, Big Hemi. Oh
Uh
Lord,
oh. Uh oh.
these some heavy hitting peoples.
Not the hamster.
Hemi and Theo and Ewok. Oh well, we only need 3 more, right? So they now have this belt to go ahead and showcase. Have some little championship matchups. Now you don't only have to debate a barbarian or bar knight with the belt, but I wanted our first tournament to be in house, of course. So it's gonna just be us guys.
Maybe next time.
Right. Somebody gonna have to try to challenge the winner. I don't know. See if they wanna let you do it. But yeah, for
Yeah.
this it's just gonna be us. I feel like that's cool because I mean we got so many people and it's not a lot of places to go. So look at our you see this people? You see? This is our lineup here.
Look at all them people.
So the Bar Knights. Emmanuel, Theo, Mike, Yashai, Lena, and Jay Abu Haj. Two of them are for Islam, right?
Muslim.
Theo is just a believer in something. He's an honest. He doesn't know yet. Um, Emmanuel is a Hebrew Israelite, right? We got Mike, who is like a Trinitarian, used to be Hebrew Israelite. He's a little both all Christian. And then Yeshai, who's like kind of OT only, but believes in a little bit of the New Testament, right? So our nights are kind of full of lore.
Religion.
Yeah. I like Lena too because he's kind of not, he's an outward, he's like, everybody is used to be back here, but Lena is well, I think his first language was Arabic. He is a Berber, stuff like that. So
From
he's not even
Morocco.
like, yeah, he's not even from here. Like, I think it's cool to kind of mix it up like that, where because we're not like racist, y'all. Everybody gets a chance. If you can stand on your square, I can respect you. I don't care. Shit. And he be standing on his little square, but listen, he be in there battling. Whether he don't care if you're Islamic or not, if you don't represent it right, he's gonna be on your neck. And Jay Abu Haj, I think he was a Christian turned Islamic, so it's like he has kind of the perspective of both. So he's like really good in those situations where you get the Bible versus Quran or something like that. Like he's kind of good because he kind of knows both things. Mike too, because he's just been over there arguing with them so much. So we're about to have a lot of interesting discussions coming up. Oh, you want to get to these barbarians, Tiffany?
Which ones?
All of them. You're gonna tell them who they are.
Let's see who we starting with. Pan. We start with Super Pan Man, wild as the Taliban. I like to hold all the belts.
Yeah, Pan, the atheist.
Pan African.
He's been debating. He's held belts in multiple places. He was a Titan debate league. He won the champion the tournament. He got that belt. He had all the belts at Paradigm Shift. Now they have a new belt, the tandem division, and he joined. He's about to get that one probably. We have faith they're gonna get it. They're barbarians.
Of course.
So he had, like I said, he likes the hardware. We got Ankh West. He's
Oh,
Ankh
does
West.
he? Does he even need to be introduced?
Right, he's a pseudo killer barbarian. Science. He likes science. We know that.
Being scientifically literate.
Yes. The consensus. Pseudo killers. Community of skeptics. Yeah, the pseudo killer platform. You ever go over there? They do a lot of things. That's kind of pseudo killers. So it's a group. Community of skeptics is kind of his platform, and he interviews a lot of people. He brings forth people. So, especially if you have any questions about stuff like any experts, you might want to ask him. He could probably interview somebody or get somebody there that could answer questions and do stuff. He's a resourceful, very much so, because those interviews are great. You learn a lot.
All right. And up next, we got Slim Reaper, Leandre.
Does he need to be introduced?
Oh, maybe to some people, I don't know.
He's
That's
loved.
our most
People love to
educated
hate him,
barbarian.
right? Most he's decorated with degrees, right? So but he's also a Calvinist,
Christian.
Christian. First two were atheists. Go figure. He's a Christian. He's a Calvinist, Trinitarian. Um, but he also, because of his schooling, like he does logic and um,
History. He
history,
knows a lot about
law,
history.
stuff like that. So he's definitely loves Black history. Go figure. Because a lot of people would be like, "Oh, he's racist." He's not. He actually would go in about Black history too. But he's also a conservative and thinks Black people should be that. Look at that, showcasing how much we know about our team,
I know.
right?
Um, Next we've got
Israelite
Israelite
William,
Williams, who's challenging all the barbarians right now, and he's
right?
a new, Old Testament only Hebrew
KJV
Israelite.
only,
Yeah, the Bible was only written in English.
yeah.
And he's like, I think he might be our most pseudo barbarian.
He beat Apollo.
Yeah, I think he's beating Apollo.
Yeah, he know the white man's science, none of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I believe
White
he's
man's
beating
history,
Apollo.
his story. Yeah, he's one of them. He's a good debater though. Don't sleep on him. Because the one thing I can respect about him, he might not like the science, but he's gonna know the science, right? He at least can spit it to you. When he spits it to you, he's accurate in what he says about the science. But he's just like, yeah, and I don't believe it. How about that? So,
Yeah,
so that's that. So, I wouldn't sleep on him as a debater because he doesn't debate his belief. He debates the topic. So whether he believes it or not, he's gonna bring sources and materials that go with the topic.
hey
Uh,
nerdy brew.
hey. Yes, he is wrong.
Yeah, we did say he was right. We said he was pseudo
Right.
or
uh,
pseudo. I mean,
Suedo. Next we got Blue, Big Blue,
all right. So
Blue. He's
blue
somebody I
is
have to debate still because I lost my debate against him. I just gonna keep saying that because it's going to happen when it does. I want everybody to be like, she said she was gonna debate him again and win. Yes,
and blue is a transhumanist.
indeed.
And so
Yeah,
he
he believes in
wants to be part of
transhumanism.
the machine. He would take the what is it the blue pill?
Yeah, he does. He wants to be part of the machine. He also thinks the world is a simulation. We're in a simulation right now. He has some views on the Bible, but he's not like a Christian or anything like that. He debates all topics. He's just a debater.
Very good one at that.
He's a good debater. He's been debating for a long time. He's very good. Even though he be pseudo, bro, he be pseudo as fuck. But he is a person who can take this pseudo like Banu.
And
Like
have you
it's
believe
pseudo,
in
but they debate so well that should be like, is it pseudo? Like he might
it?
have a point there. That's Blue. So he can debate over here because he judges really. But you can find his debates right now on the debate league Psychopathist. Um, you can find a lot of his debates over there. Next is Cut 'em Up Court.
All right, big court.
Got a debate this
Oh,
weekend.
oh yeah, with Theo, we gotta talk about
Mm-hmm.
that, huh? Is Theo a modalist? Modalist. How do you even pronounce that?
Modalist. I think it's modalist. That's this weekend. We didn't get there yet. We're going through all these names. Courtney. Cut 'em Up Court. There's 6 people out of all of these people. There's 3 more spots left. Courtney, I think he's a Trinitarian too.
Yes, he's a Christian.
Trinitarian Christian. I
Trinitarian.
think he said he was a Calvinist as well, but his views kind of differ from Slim Reaper a little. He debates all type of topics, but I think he's known for the Exodus debates.
He loves the Exodus, I'll tell you that. I think that's the first
Man,
conversation me and Courtney ever had was about the Exodus.
the Exodus, he would tell you all about it. He was on the debate league too, and on Titan. Did he debate on Titans? I know he debated on the debate league and Paradigm Shift, and he made it to the finals at in the debate league. So
He did. Good job,
that was
Court.
good. Yeah, because I didn't make it. Tell you that now. I don't know if I'd have, I don't know if I'd have made it off my points. I don't think I would have. I don't know where they was going, but Courtney did. Well, he did good debates. So well. Next we have Tiffany. She's a historian barbarian. She likes
Hello.
yeah. I don't know what else to say. You're the historian barbarian. But yeah, Hemi. Hemi's a Trinitarian too. Christian. I think he'll debate other topics, but mainly
Himmy likes to debate science,
because he links it to his Christianity,
which I know.
which is crazy.
Yeah. Like,
That's
like
why
what?
we always be like, he's jumping out the window with this. Like, what's going on? But he's Hemi. The people love him.
We
Yeah.
all love
So
Himmy.
okay, speak for yourself.
We
I'm just
love Himmy
playing,
too.
but he's yeah, he debates mainly. Well, he started debating to spread the word, right? So that's why most of his debates deal with the Bible because that's what he came for. Christian Hebrew Israelite.
Who's a Christian Hebrew Israelite? What?
What did he say? Look at what he wrote.
Courtney, a Christian, a brew Israelite, a Vanish Trinitarian.
Tyrion. Hear me. I said everything about you. You're a Trinitarian Christian. You started debating to spread your word, so you usually debate those topics, but you try to venture out into other things. Tiffany thinks that you like science. I think you only like it in paralleling it to the Bible. Hemi. He'll step out there though.
Let
Hemi
him live.
jumps
He
out the
loves science,
window.
okay? He is a scientist.
Man, I'm bruh. Then we got Apollo. Moorish barbarian. He's a Moor.
Oh yeah, he's a Moor, but he's not like when people hear that they think about like sovereign citizens and stuff like that. And Apollo is not that. Apollo is an American. He is a Republican. He is a Trump supporter.
Yes, he definitely thinks sovereign citizen is a oxymoron, and he thinks that the people who say that don't know what they're talking about. So more like Noble Drew Ali Moore, yes. Um, yeah. Then what else? I don't know what
Let's
else.
see. I don't know who's the
Is he
next person. It's not
is
on my
he all the
scroll.
way
Apollo.
pseudo?
Yeah, Apollo pseudo. He's our second most pseudo barbarian after, which he's not far behind. They might be neck and neck. I think he likes Tartaria.
Oh God, no,
Yeah.
that's so bad.
And he
Jalen.
might be a little abo.
Oh yeah, because they think that they came over here and started the Moorish. Oh my God! Like they came over here and started what a Moorish empire, and then it got taken over in one of these world fairs in 1893 or something.
See, see.
Yeah, that's so bad. Jalen, Jalen is
Jalen,
the
mystic
mystic barbarian.
barbarian. He likes, like Sumeria and
Hmm.
different mysticism religions and stuff like that.
And that's crazy because when I met him because he was arguing evolution with Suki. And that's when I learned about the black pepper moth or whatever. And then he comes over and he's like this Sumerian guru guy. So that's what he ended up being known for, and we turn to him for his knowledge on that kind of thing. Samaria, he really believed that. He'll say he don't. He really believe like that's really the first. That's like the first religion ever, and he thinks that's really like where everything come from. Samaria, but he calls himself an omnist. But he calls himself an omnist because he think it all came from Samaria though. So he feels like what he believes is the parent to everything else everybody else believes.
They can't all have come from there. Like, come on, bro.
It's all that. And then it's like it gets spread and borrowed from this to this to this. It's where it came from. Kind of like the Sumerian text. Like you mentioned Anunnaki, I'll say it's from Samaria. Right? Some people might be like it came from Dr. York. Some people will say it came from Madame Blavatsky, right? Because that's where they heard it from, right? But
That's true.
it came, but it didn't. It came from here. But when you hear it and it sounds good, and other people borrow it and borrow it and borrow it and borrow it, then you get these stories that sound similar, but aren't necessarily the same. And so that's where he'll get that from. You get him in a call about that, he'll just run it down for you.
Definitely.
Last but not least,
We
Big
got our
Ewok.
newest barbarian,
Ewok.
Ewok.
Ewok. Ewok. You might
He
know him as
is
L
a
Doctrine.
and he is an atheist, but he was explaining it the other day and he was saying that he believes that God exists in the people who believes it's mind.
That makes sense.
But he's an atheist.
Right. It exists to you. That kind of sound like I remember one time I was talking to Moody Wine, and he thinks that when they say like God was talking to them, that people are actually talking about their first mind. Like, you know how you be about to do something and it'd be like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that. And then they'd be like, I'm gonna do it anyway or something. And it'd be like, well, something told me not to, right? If they
Uh-huh.
had listened and didn't do it, right? Somebody, you shouldn't do that. And they're like, you know what, you're right, I'm not gonna do that. And then something bad happens wherever, it'd be like, God told me not to go. So he thinks that your first mind is what people think God is when you're hearing God.
Okay.
Because he's an atheist too. So that's his thought process of it. It actually is worth exploring that one. That was actually a good one.
I was gonna say that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's like you actually would never know. Like, you'll never know if it would have made a difference if you did it didn't go against your first mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't,
Right.
because it
You can't
happens.
yeah,
Whatever
you
happens is
can't
gonna
try
happen.
again.
Yeah, and it might be different if you're there or not. So it's like what? Like you don't know. So it's something that you can't test, but it's something that does make sense because it's something that does come in. Something tells you not to go. It could be yourself. It could be God. We don't know. So that does make sense. But I think Ewok will debate anything, literally, because he just had that whole argument about debating if something was absurd. He would debate anything. He'll debate anything. It's crazy. I was like, I'm saying it's absurd, and I want to debate it. Okay, yeah, here we go crazy. He was like, that's not something to debate. Like, shit, I want to debate it. That doesn't explain creation. We're talking about hearing God's voice.
Right. Like, is that God's voice? Is that your intuition in your mind? Is it schizophrenia?
I could agree with natural accountabilities, whoever that is. In a sense, it depends on how you describe God. Christians, the way they describe their God, has to be one entity that's like can do in any and everything. But in other places, there are gods that have weaknesses that can be killed. They can't do everything. They have certain strengths. So that would kind of be something that people could be. So yeah, Ewok is known as El Doctrine, and he was a judge first. Um, Most people know him from judging. So he's his first time being in the ring is actually coming up too on Sunday. It was supposed to be last week, but
It
um,
got postponed.
yeah. So
Gonna be him
now,
versus Jashu. Oh, and then of course we must talk about you, honey, our executioner barbarian.
me. Oh yeah, I'm a
Uh-huh.
barbarian too.
Duh.
Hey guys,
and
I'm a barbarian and I debate.
and you are an omnist, but everyone
Yes,
always thinks you're a Bible believer because
right.
you can explain the Bible better than most of the Bible believers.
Yeah. I used to be a Bible believer. I used to literally debate people like for the Bible. Like I was like Himmy. Like it makes sense. Jesus is God. Right, but after reading further review, I was like, oh, maybe not. So I also, I have different thoughts now than I did then. Um, so I'm no longer a fight for the Bible, but I do fight for the authenticity of people talking about the Bible. What is an omnist? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Um, Omnist believes that there's a little truth in almost all religions, right? Um, so it's like you can believe in and respect all religions, right? Because there's some truth in all of them. Not saying that all of them are completely true, that they all believe in each other or something, but I think you can find some truth in everything. I haven't found a religion that I completely disagree with everything that they're saying. And because of spiritual beliefs I have and experiences I've had, I understand that some stuff here makes sense and some stuff over there makes sense. And you know what I'm saying? So that's it. I can't sign up for the whole Bible. I don't believe in all of that. And I don't believe in the God there. And I don't think that their practices are all of their practices is something I believe in. And that's the same with the Quran or with anything else. So I'm honest. I can't say that it's 100% false. I do think some things are true, but not everything. Hey, yo, doctor, we just was talking about you. I don't debate that stuff though. Don't ask me to debate nothing about omnists. It's not gonna happen. Doesn't even make sense to debate that.
Right.
I'll debate other stuff. I like to debate, period. I've always liked to debate. So I'll debate most things. I'm not saying I'll take a, losing debate or something that's crazy, but I debate most things. Um, so yeah, but I haven't actually gotten a Bible debate though like that.
Yes, you
If
did.
I
The
did,
Ben, your
but
Ben
they
Eaton
didn't
one,
show
no?
up. No, no, no.
Oh
The one
wait,
that
no,
didn't
not
show
be.
up.
Oh, that was for Bosco. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
David the Angel, right? Right.
Mhm. That one would have sucked. My Benin debate was way better. That Bosco one. It would have been a good one to listen to. But the Benin debate, that was a great one to listen to. It's fantastic. Oh, well, you can't listen to it because fake one is fake and he took it down.
Yeah, crazy, right? Like he took their stuff down, not just hers.
Yeah, it's wild. I won't take people's debates down either. If you have it here, I don't care what we argue about. I won't take it down because that's dumb. Because it's two people in a debate.
Wild work, bro. Wild work, bro.
This weekend, y'all, star-studded weekend once again. Courtney and Theo. This match is I don't know. It's been what everybody's been waiting for. Hey, Gab.
Hey, Gab. Oh,
Um, okay, so yeah, this one, I don't know. Courtney and Theo have been in a um 10
on
year
yeah, ongoing
battle
battle.
with one another. And they have had debates in a back chat where it's like, what is it? I guess it's like just
Back alley
you're just
debates.
talking. Yeah, it's like you're just sitting there with a bunch of people just talking to each other. Uh, and you're just debating stuff. It's not really any slides. It's not really any um judges really besides people on the call if they stayed through the whole thing. So this is their first matchup where they're actually going to be seeing each other face to face, sources, slides, everything.
Like a real debate.
Yeah. So this is their first like formal debate. And what they decided to debate, which is crazy,
Right, because we agreed that they were going to pick a new topic.
right, is Theo a modalist?
And I had to go Google it because I still don't know what it is, even after I Googled it. It's some
Right.
kind of like difference in a Trinitarian or something.
Um, yeah. Which Theo
Theo's
maintains that he's not a Trinitarian at all.
right. Like I don't get
But
it.
so the Trinitarians they say God is three persons, uh,
Right.
and three different like I don't know, be like persons that are like one sound
Separate from
mind.
each other but together,
Yeah,
right?
it's a man, a son, a father, and a Holy Spirit. That's three persons. A modalist feels like it's one single being that just represents itself in three different ways, but they're not three different beings. The other one thinks it's three different beings that are all one. It's weird, but that's what he thinks Theo is, and he thinks that because he's been arguing with him for 10 years, he knows what he is, and that he can debate him on it. And so that's where we get this debate.
Yeah. Which is wild.
And then we have Sunday, Lucifer or Jashu versus Ewok, Ill Doctrine. Now both of them got two names. That's crazy.
Right.
Um, Lucifer, Jashu versus Ewok, Ill Doctrine. Okay, and it's do all Africans descend from Neanderthals? That's at 2 in the afternoon, by the way, on Sunday. Hopefully. So, do all Africans descend from Neanderthals is crazy.
Right. Like that
That's
is
a
a
different
wild
thing.
topic as that's just as wild as is Theo modalist.
Yeah, it's a different thing. It's something that y'all haven't heard yet. And Lucifer, Jashub, is the affirmative on this. So y'all know what he's known for, which is um genetics and all these things, um,
Being
migration
crazy.
patterns, stuff like that, all kinds of scientific things. And he's saying that all Africans descend from Neanderthals, which is
Like
something that
descend from Neanderthals is like that's wild. Like
like Kimmy said, it's the out of Europe theory. So
yeah.
out of Europe theory. That's and this is gonna be Ewok's first debate against Jashu. That's big because he just debated yesterday, and we can talk about that debate for a second because he whooped old boy's ass.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was
Oh,
actually crazy. I haven't seen a debate that crazy in a minute. And the dude in the middle of the debate, y'all gotta go watch that debate. He said, you just don't believe that the Jews was niggas. What? Oh no. Are you cool, sir? Are you okay? I was like,
They
he
were
says
what?
niggas. Like he got real like comfortable in that debate because
That's crazy.
niggas was wild. You know what I should do? I should play his beginning rap.
Oh yeah, we
That
should
was
play that.
interesting.
That was that was a good rap. I like that. All
You
the
could
way to
have
the
never thought this was a recording. We are not A1.
end.
We
A
don't do that
recording.
stuff. Right. Yeah, talk about some, oh, this is live. Are you cool? Why would we ever be anything but? Look at us in the comments.
And Gab said that of all people. Gab.
Yeah, trolling.
Listen, man. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, damn, that wasn't the opening, huh?
my brother
Hold
To
on,
bring
y'all.
peace, but a sword
and have unity
drag on Facebook.
with our brother.
Okay, y'all ready?
Gideon.
Shalom, shalom. This your brother Gideon. Y'all didn't just right here. Appreciate everybody with their patience. And like DMG said, man, I definitely appreciate Lucifer, man. The brother, our brother, my brother, he helped us out so we can get y'all this presentation, this debate, and it's gonna be a good one. So thank y'all for waiting, man.
Shout out, shout out. Let's go over to the devil.
I'm a Catholic, so I do it for the church people. Come through suited up like church people. Come through suited up them dirt people and the pistol German like Burke's people. Fuck the Hebrew movement. That shit is straight madness. That shit don't fly over here. You niggas straight maggots. Oxymoron. These niggas straight faggots. Bringing up Rudolph Windsor? Like, what this fag on? That shit had been dead. He letting it drag on. Facebook. Them stories shouldn't last long. Speaking of stories, we at the graveyard trying to find you a plot to fit in. This Hebrew nigga gonna die like Abba Bibbins. He gonna be wishing for Christ the Redeemer when I spin through New Orleans like Hurricane Katrina, wetting everything like Hurricane Katrina. Now the scheme was clever. Now I can make the scene better because I come from the mean era, wetting everything like the Green Sahara. You wanna be a Jew? That's cute. Since you wanna be a Jew, I got a small cap for your head. And you spend the rest of your life in a black suit. Only place for black Hebrews? The morgue. Christ told you he ain't come to bring peace, but a sword. If you Hebrew, when the last time you made something bleed for the Lord? Ain't Hebrews killers? When the last time you let something stink? When the last time you earned rank? Nigga, you from New Orleans. You niggas saints. Pull up in a DTS, NBC, ABC. I'm an Eric Clips if I CBS. I'm a clap since he from the know ya. Glock finger popping his pussy in public. Indecent exposure. That nigga JJ crying again in the back chat line again. I could have thought of 7,000 rhymes, but that nigga did this shit 7,000 times. Every time he lose, he got 7,000 excuses. Check his criminal record. He got 7,000 abuses. Check his drug history. He got 7,000. All you do is bitch after a loss. If you ain't trying to debate, then you useless. Say anything to me, I'm clapping you. Now back to you, the wannabe Jew. You think being a Hebrew make you valid? Don't the Bible teach you if you want anything, you got to get it through violence? Lemon squeeze on the Glock, tossing his fruit salad. After I beat this nigga ass, it ain't gonna be no clearer. You gonna have to look at yourself this Sunday in the mirror. I heard you was teaming up with Jeremiah. That's two weak bitches teaming up like Sunday in the mirror. I let a clip bust. And you ain't gonna do shit but bitch up, and I've been telling you niggas, it ain't a debate. It's a stick up, Lucifer. Damn. Let's go.
And here we go.
Hey, listen. Yeah, Abba Bibbins was crazy. That whole man, listen. I just like the end. It was so funny.
Yeah.
So y'all go watch our Israelites among the ancestors of enslaved African Americans if you like. You can find that rap in the beginning of that. And also find that man in the middle of it yelling about how he just don't want niggas to be Jews. That's almost as bad as Haru saying, I want to punch him in his motherfucking face in the middle of that debate. So these two debates are this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Get your tickets, get your popcorn, get ready. It's gonna be here at the Bar Reloaded. I'll put these on the community page so you guys can keep up with it. And anything else that we are going to do, I'll put on the community page so you guys can keep up with it. Now YouTube has things where you can message. So if you need to message about anything, you can. And I'll make sure I get you all of the stuff. But yeah, somebody's gonna win this belt pretty soon. And we're gonna start it on up. I might do a monetary prize for this. We're thinking about it. I don't know yet. I gotta see. We gotta get 6 people out to 12, right? That should be easy, but we're gonna see after that. So, anything else?
I don't
I
know.
was
You can
supposed to
open the
put the
Pandora.
StreamYard out there a long time ago, y'all. But
Oh,
we was having fun talking shit. And watching any other debates stuff coming up. Hemi just won too, y'all. Hemi beat. I mean, this is the thing. Hemi beat Yaya Bentu, which, duh. So I
and
have
you
a
can
problem.
read.
Yeah, I be
Sorry.
having a problem with like bigging up shit that's like that's like Hemi beat a kindergartner, really. So, but he did, and he remains the social media title holder. And he has a debate coming up, I think next weekend. Like what video?
This one.
Oh, I thought he was asking us a question. Did I like the video?
I
I
think
was
he's
like
asking the
what
people.
video? Did you send the video, lady? What's happening? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, somebody's gonna have it. Yeah, he has his social media channel. You can't sign up, Tonio.
Uh-uh.
He's talking about signing up. Shit, everybody a debater now. Why not? Why not? The way it's going.
I'm gonna make you a PowerPoint, get you some
Right.
slides.
Apparently, all you need is to get your name is one of them little things. The logo. You got a logo, that's it. You're a debater. So yeah, we go. I don't know, but he has a. He gonna say bias.
Very.
Yeah. So we're gonna have. So he has a debate coming up though. I think next week, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Who, Emerson?
Yeah, for his social media thingy, I think.
Oh,
I mean,
against
when you
who?
got a belt, isn't any reason to debate other than to put it up?
Oh, against who?
Steve.
Um,
It's Christians monotheistic. I think it's
it's
gonna be difficult.
Christians monotheist.
Are Christians monotheistic?
I mean,
Is it
they say.
Christianity? I think he says Christianity monotheistic. I think that was the topic.
I mean, it depends on who you're asking and how they're explaining it.
If you could get around the connotation that Christians believe in a good and bad God,
Who's the good and the bad?
Yahweh and Satan.
No, I think it's that Jesus is
Because
God.
see,
Like,
Israelite William, not him. The Israelites believed in one God, right? If bad shit happened to them, they thought Yahweh did it. If good shit happened to them, they thought Yahweh did it.
very true.
Christianity came along because Jesus was tempted by another deity and all these other things. Then you have another God coming into play, right? And so then you have a lot of Christians who believe, okay, if it was this God that could tempt Jesus, then that God tempts the rest of people. and everything else. And so do they think that now there's two gods? There's a good God and a bad God, where Israelites didn't think that. Hey, Capone, GD and Capone. He said First Corinthians 8:6. You're a Bible believer, right? I think so. And I remember Humble and him fighting. He's actually a good debater. Diddy and Capone is actually a really good Christian debater. If him and him ever could find, they could be good tag team champions. Huh?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Okay, so First Corinthians 8:6 speaks about one God, the Father, and one Lord, Jesus Christ. But that makes Jesus Christ the Lord.
Don't they call God Lord in the Old Testament though?
Uh,
Because isn't that the difference between Genesis 1 and 2?
I mean, it's kind of iffy because they differentiate kind of the Lord there too, where they put the capital. Because okay, the capital Lord they kind of put to replace the word Yahweh, so not necessarily Lord. I don't know. Add who? I don't know Gideon Capone's messenger to add him in there, huh? I would. Okay, wait. We got the crowd. I put the thing in the chat, and
y'all can come up on the panel and talk about it.
Yeah. He said biblically Christianity historically understood. Yeah. This is my thing. You claiming to be because
Courtney and his words.
you claiming to be my what you said monarchical. What? If you're claiming to be a
monarchical,
if you're claiming to be monotheistic, but you still believe in other God, I don't care what you claim at this point. You kind of got to prove it. So okay, so I'm at First Corinthians 8:5 and 6. For even if there are, this is the NIV version. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm gonna read it. For you, even if there are so-called gods, whether in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords, yet for us there is but one God, the Father, from whom all things come and for whom we live, and there is but one Lord, Jesus Christ, through whom all things came and through whom we live. And this is great, Gideon Capone, for what the Bible says. But what does Christianity say? Because Christianity is the religion that is surrounding the Bible. They fight in the comments, right? So when you talking about I'm serious, like the Bible says that, and I agree, because that's what I was saying to about the Israelites. The Israelites 100% believe, like, if something bad happened, like, we must have made Yahweh mad, he's punishing us,
right?
Like that's what they believe, period. You ask a Christian when something bad happened, it's like the devil did it. Satan is really working. He is doing his job, baby. He is really trying me today. Right?
Well, God created Satan, so I mean,
if you believe that, I don't know. Lucifer, I don't know. Lucifer is an angel. Satan is supposedly God. Satan is kind of like Baal or somebody. Like, it's supposed to be a deity that goes against him. Because I don't think, I don't know if an angel could really tempt Jesus. I think you have to have some kind of, I don't know. Well, Jesus was a human, so an angel would kind of be higher than him in when he was here on earth, right? So that's different. So he got to fight, because Christianity being monotheistic, he would have to get away from the dogmatic views and the connotations that come with Christianity and go to the core. So maybe he would have to use the church fathers. Yeah. Hey, look, I told you he was a good debater. Like, he would have to go to some point in Christianity. He would have to go somewhere to where he could give it the I don't know, like give it a standard for Christianity and say that those other people are deviating from it, basically. I don't know. That's not hard.
Interesting.
Tell me now. That's the debate. That I think Steve. We're gonna have to see him come up out his shell for this one. Steve is kind of a laid back debater, so this is gonna be interesting to see him come out of his comfort zone because him and Hemi's the way that they debate is gonna clash too.
You think
Hemi's an
so?
animated debater. Hemi's animated as hell, and Steve is not.
Yeah,
So
he's like the clear eyes man.
cool. Yeah, he like really too laid back and too much like, you know. So their styles kind of clash, but then this is a debate though. This is debatable.
What's the topic again?
Is Christianity
Monotheistic.
monotheistic?
Okay.
But excuse me, whether they use the language of monotheism is irrelevant to the concept of monotheism and if they are that.
Right.
Right? Because I mean, would you like us to talk about how they never use Trinity in the Bible yet you believe in it? Like that makes
So
sense.
it's according to Christianity or according to the Bible?
It's Christianity.
Oh, uh,
In Christianity,
has
because
doctrine.
no, we don't get it because we're talking about the religion Christianity, not the book, the Bible. So you can quote from the book if you want to, but that's going to be irrelevant to whether the religion that surrounds the book believes that and holds that to be true, which is what the debate is about. It's not about this is the Bible monotheistic. It's about is Christianity monotheistic. Gab is silly as hell. So okay, indigenous black man, he is. How can a creation defeat the creator? I don't know, but I definitely think that AI is making people dumber. So
Y'all know
it's
y'all could
doing
hit the
something.
link and come on the panel, right?
They scared. They scared.
Scared of little us? Can't be scared of us. We are nice, sweet people.
Who cares that my name's the executioner barbarian?
I mean, she don't kill everybody. I'm still alive.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But Gideon Capone, when we're talking about, so like I said, that the Israelites, right, did believe in one God, right? They believe in one God, and that is Yahweh. And they believed that he, like, literally everything was through him, whether it was good or bad, it was him. He was good and terrible. It says that, and it shows that, you know, they constantly reacted to him as if it was like, oh my God, something bad is happening. We must have made him mad, right? So Christians don't do that. Christians be like, something bad is happening. The devil is alive, you know. They're trying to get me.
The devil is a liar.
But is Apollo around as far as he's not on this live, but he's with the barbarians. See that list?
Uh-oh, somebody looking for Apollo?
Yeah, he is. He's with us. It's 18 of us all together, sir, and Apollo is definitely down here at the bottom row. Yeah. So he's over here. Okay, and yeah, you're saying one like unified, but that's if we were talking about the Trinity, right? So I'm not saying that Jesus being looked at as God is Jesus being another God, but I'm saying that Satan is another God or the devil is another God. And Christianity holds that the devils be making people do stuff, or that the devil's tempting people, right? And they act like it's a god, a bad god that is going against their god, and then it's a good god that is granting them wishes and shit when they pray. So that's the now. I'm not saying that that's something that is what the Bible teaches or something, but it's something that a lot of Christianity teaches. So when you're talking about the religion, although it's based on the Bible, just because something is in the Bible doesn't mean that that's what the religion holds. Because you know you got religions that say like the holy day is Friday, some say Saturday, some say Sunday, right? And they're all based on the Bible.
Well, the Sabbath is supposed to be on Saturday. Sabado.
But I don't know. That's what happens when you got all these different things. It is
Yeah,
granting wishes. That's what they think it is. They treat God like a genie. I wish with all my heart.
oh, when people pray for
Yeah,
things like
like
that.
they're not praying and they're like, "Thank you for just waking me up and stuff." They like, "Thank you. Could you help me like win the lottery? I really need this job, man.
Right.
I need to pay my rent. Hey, what's up, God? You know, can I get these shoes?" And then when he don't do it, they be like, "Man, ain't no God. I prayed for this. It said anything in Jesus' name. One ain't got the new J's." So, so they looking for it like it's a genie. All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna get out of here. This is our show for today. You can come next Monday. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna talk about the two debates for the weekend. Our judges should be at the debate, so you're gonna get the judgment the day right after the debate. So Saturday, Sunday, um,
And
not
then
yeah, not
Monday.
at all. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday are the debates, and then Monday come see us, and we can tell you all about it. All right. Anything else you gotta say?
Nope, just excited for these debates. The topics are kind of crazy, but I'm interested to see the way they go, the routes they
Right.
take.
I do not want to be the judges for these. I did explain the attorney. You think Gideon won and you didn't hit the panel? It's crazy.
Oh, please come up here.
You think Gideon won? How? I'm not saying just because you believe that he won, like you believe in the same thing he believed in. I'm saying, did you see how he debated it though? Did you see that closing when he just started rambling to himself about, he thought he was doing?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Your doctrine I did is we're gonna rank the people 1 through 6 that show up, and then these are the rankings. How it's gonna go. We got you, Hemi, and Theo signed up for the tournament. Sorry, everybody. It's just for the Barbarians and Bar Knights. This tournament, because it's 18 of us, so we're trying to give our people, um, that first thing. So, uh, yeah, it's six out of the 18 people. But yeah, Capone, we know you can't never be a judge because you're over here talking about that man did a good job in that debate. In the middle, Capone, in the middle of that debate, he said, "You just don't want Jews to be niggas." Come on, man, you can't think he won that debate.
Why do people want to be from the Levant? I don't understand.
No, he didn't. He said that they were from West Africa. He said that the African Americans were from West Africa. He didn't take away from that. Um, but he basically was saying that they migrated over here or
Yeah.
something.
Mm.
Hi.
Who's
Hey,
that?
shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace to y'all, sisters, and peace to the child.
Peace.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the bar.
Yeah. So the reason I said that Gideon won, to me, it was. I say that it was close in the chat. Y'all was tough in the chat. When I watched the playback, I'm like, man, they going crazy in the chat. They ain't letting him get no leeway. So, but what Gideon did first round, I don't know if he predicted that Lucifer was going to go that route, but he laid out the framework almost, right? He laid out a a locality, right? When he started going into all those medieval writers and historians, it started showing that they were saying that oh, it was Jews here, it was Jews here, it was Jews here. Now, what Lucifer did was pretty clever. He made y'all think that Israelite DNA have to be strictly in the Levant when it doesn't, because we have multiple assertions of them migrating, right? Historically. So so this is it's an anthropology um uh question or answer, right? So let me show you what Gideon did. So when he laid out all these places where they could be at in northwest and central Africa, but Lucifer then this is all in the first round. In his first round, he goes and showed the DNA evidence. He showed the DNA evidence of African Americans being in these areas, right? Now, all Gideon had to do, which he didn't do, is just show like, yo, I'm glad you did that. Guess what they said to Israel? They said that all those areas, Jews was there. People that was claiming to be Jew, whether it was social, political, assimilation, or what's another, or that was just diffused into those areas in the coast of northwest Central Africa. We got all assertions that Jews is there. Now, whether these people claims are correct or incorrect, one thing we can take from these assertions that these medieval geographers and historians are saying is that something about the people that's in Africa, they resemble Jews. You get what I'm saying? Like when you read their text. So I would say that it was their complexion, skin complexion. But more so it's the practice that they kept. Then so that's just me. I know I'm debating for Gideon that, right? Like Gideon did not say all that. Slow it down, right?
Cause I'm like, he over here like seeing what he should have did.
But I'm saying if you understand the argument, it's like he was proving his point, even though he showed even the Bantu. A lot of scholars, you have the Bantu Jews. You know what I'm saying? But Bantu is I think it's a language family. But it's a lot of the stuff he was proving his point. Now, did he argue in a debate? Did the brother argue it in a way? Yeah, because he made the audience think that Israelite DNA first it had to be what 12th century, because he said that's where you see him in the archaeological record. Which, if you go by the Meneptah Stele, they had to be there before the 12th century to even be recognized. That's one thing. So, but he pinpointed them there in the Levant, which that's not the case. And I think Judge, I don't know how they would judge it. Do they judge it like prior knowledge or just judge off? what was said. If you judge off just what was said, anybody could say anything. They could be lying. How would we know that it's true? So no, I think it was a lot closer though. I'm done.
You don't think it was closer? Absolutely not. Um, because even if you, because I don't even know how you could just make it about DNA. I know it has to be like the culture, right?
Right.
That follows. Okay.
Right. So if you look at the Jewish diaspora, right? Because he say we know the pottery, we know where they was at. You see, they went into North Africa. He mentioned Morocco. Okay, and when you go into that history, which Gideon, I think he touched on it a little bit in his first round. It shows that they migrated south, and they from the expulsion they got kicked out of Morocco, and these Jews who these medieval historians are calling Jews, they was going into these West African
So do you
countries.
think that the West Africans are converts? That's what you're saying, like the Limba tribe and stuff like that.
Not well, the Limba, no. So not so when they call them converts, they talking about them converting into Christianity, not Judaism. So they call them crypto Jews, meaning
It
they
would
was
be converts though, because it means like the people came in, the Jewish people came in, right? They start
mm-hmm,
dealing with them,
mm-hmm.
and then their culture started mimicking their culture, in which they then become Jewish.
Wouldn't that be like the
But
beta
but
Israel people?
but that's what I'm saying. It was so when you read and it say converts, conversos, they talking about them converting into Christianity, not converting into Judaism. Um,
So
this
then,
is
what
go ahead.
are you saying then? Like, because you know,
Yeah. So they had to,
because the
and
debate
also,
is are Israelites among the ancestors of enslaved?
mm-hmm. And so what I'm saying is Gideon laid out
So
that.
are you saying that? But who are you saying? Because I don't know. Who are you saying then was Jewish? Are you saying that um
So
the Africans were Jewish, or that they had been infiltrated by Jews, making them Jewish, and then they got abducted?
so so we tend to understand Africans in a just in the way of that's it's kind of what's the mundane, right? So we
I mean, well,
understand it
this is
in
specific because they're talking about the slave trade. So it's
right.
we ain't
So
talking about
West
North or Eastern
Africans,
Africa. We're talking about West and Central Africa.
because of the practice that some indigenous African, some inhabitants of Africa would have had, someone would come along and classify them as Jewish.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
because being a Jew is 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 uh is not, according to the Torah, is not all it's more so if you like keeping the laws of Moses. So so the word Jew is referring to Jewry. That means like to keep the law of Moses. And then you have the word Jew that is a descendant of Judah. Then
But
you
how would they
have,
know the laws of Moses?
that's what I'm saying. That's a very great question. How would they know it, right? How would they get these? How would
Like,
they get these law? And then not only that, they kept the practice when
but
the
just because
people.
someone has like similar practices doesn't mean that they are those people. Because somebody else named
I
them that
agree
because
with you
they were
totally.
similar, right?
I agree with you totally. But it was key Pacific things, right? It wasn't. whenever it's never just they just had circumcision or they
But the
or they did
Egyptians
the
were doing
Passover or
circumcision.
they did the
Circumcision.
Passover or this and that. No,
Okay, but other
it's
people
the
did
whole
circumcision, right? Egyptians did
yes,
circumcision. So
yes, it's a
why does
whole
doing circumcision mean you're an Israelite all of a sudden?
because this is that's see now we unveiling the rabble, right? So now why would they look at some Africans doing circumcision and say they must be Jews unless the Jews look like Africans? That's the
But
point.
other Africans
Look
did
like African?
circumcision, is what I'm telling you. Like the Egyptians did circumcision. So those are
Yeah,
Africans.
Jews came out of Egypt according to the Israelites
And they
came out of
went
Egypt.
across the Red Sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm saying according to the narrative, they came out of
Moses
Egypt.
parted the Red Sea to free them, right? So they had to have been going into the Saudi Arabian Peninsula from Egypt,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Like, so I don't. They're not, it's going the opposite way of
But I'm
West
saying
Africa.
what the you that's why you what you just that question that you asked. Why would they look at someone doing circumcision and automatically say that these are Jews, right? When we have assertions of other people doing circumcision. So the only thing that you can conclude to is that it's because they look like Jews. And if them looking like Jews is based off of phenotype, or maybe their attire, right? Let's use your attire. That because that way, you can tell a blood gonna wear red, a crip gonna wear blue, right? So, but it had to be something so distinct from others, which they would deem that these are Jews, because these people ain't just say, "Oh, they Jews." No, he said they Jews, and they got communities, and they refer to as crypto Jews, which mean they Jews, but they was practicing. See, that's another thing. They was
So like the
practicing Islam. They
Beta
weren't even
Israel from Ethiopia.
look. They weren't even practicing. I heard you. Look, they weren't even practicing Judaism. They was practicing Islam.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they was practicing on West Africa and stuff. They was practicing Islam. They had to hide their they had to hide their Judaism because it was outlaw
I don't know if it was
in
like
West.
outlaw per se, but you had to pay like a tax, right? Like,
It was
and what time period are we talking about?
this before colonial China slavery, before the transatlantic slave trade.
Because Africa hit I mean, Christianity hit like, East Africa in the 3rd century, and then Islam started spreading after the 7th century.
Right. And then you have the with the Ottomans in like the 11th century, they take up Islam. They become Sunni Muslim. These are Turks, right? Ottoman Empire. They take over Rome, and then they become Sunni Muslims, right? When they get into like the Arabic, the Saudi Arabia area, so they become Sunni Muslim. Sunni meaning that you're not a descendant. It's kind of like what she was saying, like a convert almost. So
So
they
Sunni
take up
Muslims
Islam. They become
follow
Sunni
just the
Muslims, and they
Prophet, and
go and make all
Shiites
of North Africa Islam.
follow the family, right? So like Sunni Muslims just adhere to the Prophet Muhammad, and he's the last prophet, and then Shias say like that his family were
Right. So
also
they
prophets, right?
bloodline. So
Yeah.
the Shiite could be a bloodline of Ishmael or Muhammad, either one. They claiming to be bloodline when others are being Sunni, meaning they not necessarily bloodline. They just converting to Islam. If I got that wrong, but I know it's a distinction. So anyway, you had the Ottoman Empire. They become Sunni Muslims, and they sweep the north coast of Africa completely and make it all Islam.
No.
from 11 to the third what is
They
it,
never
14th century.
swept Morocco. The Moorish Empire was its own empire.
Yeah, they swept Morocco too.
No.
Mm-mm.
How
Yeah.
come? What is the
That's
Alp?
why America's first treaty is with Morocco, because
But
we were fighting the Ottomans and the Barbary pirates. And Morocco was not part
right,
of that, because
right.
Morocco
Oh
did
yeah,
not
because you're
they
right.
did
Because
not bend the knee.
yeah, you're right about that. You talking about the sister Queen Kahina, right? They rebelled. That's what
And
you're
they were
talking
like
about.
they were their own empire, right? Like the Moorish Empire in
Yeah, the
Spain,
Moorish
like they were their
Empire.
own.
Yeah, but it's a lot going on. So you had during that time you have a
And you're on
population
two different sides
uh
of the Mediterranean
of
also.
Moroccans going into Spain and Portugal, and then getting expelled out of Spain and Portugal, like in the late
Yeah, but
1400s,
they were there from
going
like
back into Morocco,
711 to 1492.
right,
I
and
think the
then going back,
Ottomans took over around what, the 1200s maybe.
right,
So
right. So
these are different things happening on opposite sides of the Mediterranean.
yeah, but when they get to they sweep the whole coast of North Africa though.
Not Morocco.
Yeah, because right. Like I was saying, it's I think her name is Queen Kahina, Kahina. I think it's that Queen Kahina, right? I think she rebelled. They had a rebellion against them. Um, but what's his name? It's a king. He an Islamic king.
For the
I can't think of
Ottomans?
his name. But they was called the group the group of the it gets it's a so what you have someone come in that's because this is Islam rule. This is what I'm saying. Morocco fell just like everybody else. They outlawed Jews from practicing Judaism and made it an Islamic state. Morocco. They made Morocco an Islamic state.
Right, because they got kicked out of Spain, right? So in 1492 was the Spanish Inquisition, and when Spain
Wait.
started
No.
kicking
That's the
all of them out.
expulsion. The Inquisition
Yeah.
is around seven. I think it's 700, probably 11. The Spanish Inquisition. The
No,
expulsion happened in the late 1400s.
1492. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had the Inquisition and then the expulsion.
Uh, is it still up there? Spanish
Yeah.
What?
Inquisition was a brutal judicial court created in 1478 by Catholic monarchs King Ferdinand and Queen Elizabeth to enforce religious and political unity. It primarily targeted Jewish and Muslim converts to Christianity, suspected of secretly practicing their old faiths, later expanding to pursue Protestants and other perceived heretics.
Okay.
Right? That what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the
Something in 1478.
yeah, now go to the Spanish expulsion because this is Inquisition and then you got expulsion. Because
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, no.
1492. So it was all like
Yeah.
within like 30 years that everything
oh,
happened.
okay.
Yeah. 78 and then 1492 was when they had pushed everybody out.
Okay.
Everybody had was out by then and then they united the thing to make Spain.
Right. And so those people that get expelled, they go back where? Into Morocco. But then you
Okay.
have I think it's about 1492, they make a decree um that either they take up Islam or they be expelled or killed. So a lot of people was expelled, a lot of people was killed, murdered. This probably has something to do with the Saharian slave trade. I don't know about that. I don't know too much about that. But those people end up going into Mali, like They stay because when you flee southward. So they end up fleeing and going into like Mali and you and not and but you had so Mali had an empire around that time that stretched from Mali to it was called the Songhai Empire. So it was like it stretched from like West Africa uh to Central Africa.
Are you talking about the Loncondos people?
Yeah,
They were like a
Congo,
mix of no Loncados. It
Mankados.
was the Sephardic Jews that were running from Spain that went into West
Hmm.
Africa and then started having kids, and they
Right,
became like their own kind of people. They're called
right,
Loncondos.
right. So right. Yes, that's one of the accounts. Right. So but what happened is they kept finding these people. Imagine when the geographers are saying they was saying, and this was Gideon was saying that these people already had like hidden communities within the villages and stuff. They had like little communities in they villages. Like think about like how the Gullah, right? How the Gullah Geechee, how they had their own community within the United States. You know what I'm saying? And they
Uh huh.
wasn't so that's that was like the same thing. So these people they had like their community and they would be so far south that if anybody was coming to get them, they could, either fight them off or whatever. But from the decline of the Mali Empire, and how the transatlantic slave ships, I mean not transatlantic, the slave ships and stuff started coming, I guess that over time overwhelmed them and backed them into a corner, and then eventually they was taken captive. There probably was a lot of cooperation going on with that as well. I wouldn't deny that, but yeah. But my overall point is that these people was seeing they was class if there was a misclassification, then what would draw that? The only thing that I can say is it had to be because of that phenotype. They must have thought probably all black people were Jews. Why? Because the Jews probably resemble dark skinned people. You get what I'm saying?
So you think it's because of phenotype then, not customs?
No, it's definitely because of customs. Because the writers. So I'm just extrapolating from these historians, right? So I'm just saying, like, if I'm looking at it critically, like, what was they thinking? You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
just trying to.
constantly hear these arguments from people like, not to be disrespectful, like who take other people's culture, like this, like the argument that a lot of abos have is that, oh, people was misclassified, they didn't understand, they thought they was somebody else, they was doing something, like that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
They would know
You
who
would
they
have
are.
been an
You've been
in
anomaly
my
and
around.
they would have wrote it
well,
down.
well, in Albo's defense, they do have
The
certain
fence.
ledgers. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like they do have like certain ledgers where they would just they'll take somebody was what they call them when they mix back then, what they call them
Mulatto.
mulatto. Yeah, they just put black. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
here's the
wouldn't.
thing, though, right? Like,
Okay.
we're American. We know that African Americans are mixed with a bunch of different things at this point, right? Like, each
Mhm.
person is different. You might have a little white in you. You might have some Native American. There were slaves that escaped and joined some of the Native American tribes. There were people that didn't even have to escape. They were just maroons and they lived as free people with the tribes, right? That doesn't mean that you come from this land and from those like people. Yes, one of your ancestors may be a descendant. I'm not saying nobody has any Native American ancestry, but there's those are not our tribe. We don't like as African Americans. That's not where we all mostly come from. Now there's some mixture.
Yeah, but No, I don't not listen. We are um very
Like his boy said,
our
we are
DNA
Hebrew
is very
Israelites. That's what
significant,
you're like.
and spread it throughout. You know, I done seen black people in the Caucasus. You look at the black Caucasians, you know, in the third century BC. I done seen them in Japan, in China. So we very diffused because of the African diaspora. And so I wouldn't. I'm not denying any of that. What you just said. What I'm saying is that it had to have been something that these people kept seeing for them to classify people in such a way, right? And a part of the thing. So when you mention the customs and the practices, that was like the smoking gun for them. Are they black and they doing this? In like a better
Who
word.
classified them as that though?
Right. Who-
It was Arab. You got Arabs, historians. You had European geographers when they was like mapping out places.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I would have to see the sources.
Yeah.
Wow. So the
He
sources
said,
of the
"Wow."
so it's a lot. It's more than what people actually know. So one source I would give you is I don't know the name of it, but it's you can look it up. It's called the Jews of Angolia, right? So it's this sister. She was taken on transatlantic slave trade. Her name Maria Puedo, and she was
That's her real name. That she was taken in a slave trade, and her name was already Maria.
no, she got three. No, you got to understand. People get when they was taken on the ships. Their names was changed. So she
But
got
y'all were
taken
saying
to
they was Christians and Jews already. Some of them before, so some of them was gonna have some Christian and Jewish names already, right? Because like the Islamic slaves that they have record of, they had Islamic names.
right. You know, her name is completely Spanish. It's not what her indigenous name. I wouldn't say, but anyway, they take this sister along with like seven along with a population of her people, right? Um, and they take them. They part a part of the transatlantic slave trade in the 1700s. And
Right.
what
So they
happens
were
is she end up in
Christianity was there in
Brazil.
the 1400s, right?
The transatlantic where in Americas
In Africa.
in the 14 was it in Africas? Yes, yes, because and that's from the expulsion though. That's from the Inquisition that you was just what we was just reading. Those people when they came back from Spain and Portugal, they spread it. They was called New Christians. You see what I'm saying? And they was probably ones that was spreading Christianity secretly amongst these probably indigenous West African tribes. And they was I didn't get to it. They was assimilating also into these families, into West African families. You can't take that out. Like they were marrying into these families as well, and probably had children.
They
But in the
create
sister case,
converts.
But that doesn't make everybody an
they
Israelite just
converts to
because you have
Christianity.
one Israelite ancestor, maybe like back in the day, that moved somewhere and then married a local wife, and then the people locally start procreating. And then it's just those people. It's just a little bit of mixture in there. It's not where you actually come from.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great word. Add mixture. Um,
But even so, that's a small amount of people that may have happened to. That's not a
And
large
peace to the
I was
panel,
gonna say,
sis.
is somebody
population.
else here?
Much love,
Hey.
peace. And sis, in my estimation, I think you even giving them too much credit as Hebrew Israelites to say that they even have a little bit of admixture.
I mean, there
Because
might have been a one
really,
or two. You know, like there's always one
but
or
the
two
reason
of
I say that
everything, right? Like,
the reason I say that is because in these spaces, every single time I ask a Hebrew Israelite to show DNA evidence that they have Hebrew ancestry, respectfully, they don't have it. You know, they want to deflect and start arguments and use profanity. So, in my estimation, collectively, we as African Americans, it's best that we just abandon that Bible. That's not our culture. Abandon the Quran. That's not our culture. And just
Wow.
pick up our family trees. Really pick up our ancestral practices of hoodoo and Louisiana voodoo. Really, that's what's best.
Well,
Let's just
that
practice
wasn't
our own
originally.
culture.
Well, it talks about that. Was that original indigenous? Hoodoo and voodoo. I heard that it was given to them by the French. I heard other things. But what I would ask you is that when you mention DNA, and I'm not against DNA by any chance, the DNA is going to say West Africa. I'm fine with that. But the problem that I have is people ignoring that the places where they say this West African DNA is, all those places, it was Jews there, and they had communities and stuff like that. And them was the ones that was persecuted. As you see, they got persecuted from out of Spain and Portugal.
Well, brother, let's simplify the discussion.
But
Even if
hold
you,
on. That's not where
all
I'm
right,
going. I want to ask you a question. So DNA. So do you have American DNA?
definitely, I have Native American ancestry,
No, no,
and
no, no, no. Do you
that's
have
genetically
American?
verifiable.
If we take your DNA, would it say that you have American DNA by any chance?
I literally just answered
Or
that.
would it
When I
just say
said
your
your DNA,
DNA go back to West
brother, do you
Africa?
want me to answer your question, brother?
Go ahead.
So you gotta have some decorum and listen to the answer. I took more than one DNA test and it revealed that I definitely have Native American ancestry in addition to my African, European, and Filipino ancestry. But back to the focal point about this Hebrew argument that you want to make. Even if you say that there were Hebrew people in West Africa, what genetic evidence do you have that you descend from them?
Right. That's what. So that's what. So right. You can show what I can show is that my DNA go back to West Africa. In the places where it goes back to, I can show that it was heavily influenced. Is heavily populated by Jews. At, from historical records, from
Brother, did you hear the question?
classical records. Go ahead. Yes,
Yeah,
I
the
did.
question was, what evidence do you have that you descend from Hebrew people that migrated to West Africa?
Brother, and this is what I was bringing up the sister about. The DNA evidence that show that we come from West Africa. That is also the DNA evidence of us being Jews, because those places in West Africa was heavily populated by a Jewish population.
So what is the
No,
Jewish marker? Like, what are you saying?
he doesn't
Just
know what
saying
he's
that
saying,
you're from
honey.
West Africa can't mean that you're now Jewish, because there was a chance that there were Jewish people there.
That's when. So
What?
no, that's not. I'm not saying it in that sense. I'm just
Yeah,
saying like
so brother, what DNA evidence do you have that
all
you
I'm
have
saying is that Jews will
Hebrew
have
ancestry, brother?
West African DNA
So,
because
but
they
you agree
were
all West
in that
Africans are not
area.
But
Hebrew,
where?
right?
They because
But
hold
let's
on, they were.
simplify it. Hold on, brother. You
Oh,
agree
go ahead.
all West Africans are not Hebrew, correct?
I
Right?
never said that. I never
Okay,
said
so
that.
I'm asking, what DNA evidence do you have that you actually are of Hebrew descent, brother?
Why do I have to have? See, this is what I'm saying. Why is you trying to? I don't have no DNA evidence. What that got to
Okay,
do with anything?
let's just start there. And I respect your honesty. You have no DNA evidence of Hebrew ancestry. So when you say that you are of Hebrew
Wait,
descent,
hold on. That ain't
brother,
what.
let me
No, no,
complete the
no.
sentence, brother,
See, this
please. Let me
you doing
complete
the
the
same
sentence.
thing though.
But
You
allow me
doing
to
the
complete
same.
the sentence.
You
I'll pass you the
shoehorning.
mic. I'll
Go ahead.
pass you the mic.
Go ahead.
I'll say one sentence and pass you the mic.
Go
You
ahead.
admitted that you have no genetic evidence of Hebrew ancestry. So when you claim to be Hebrew, you're speculating without any DNA evidence. Go ahead.
But
There's no
that's not
DNA
entirely true.
evidence
When I
that you're
said that I
Hebrew.
have no, I'm saying on hand. Now, if I was to take a DNA test, I can show that I can present that. But that's my personal stuff. Why would I bring my personal DNA evidence to show the world? That's crazy, bro.
You can attach your DNA evidence to being a Hebrew.
No, I know that. So I understand that. So, but what I'm saying is, I was saying me on hand, personally on hand. That's what I was saying.
Brother, you don't have the DNA evidence. Let's move forward.
There isn't going to be DNA evidence to attach you to Hebrews.
But
DNA
Hebrew is
evidence
a
usually
language
will attach you
anyway.
to a region of land where Hebrews may have been, where Philistines may have been, all type
Exactly.
of
The
different
Levant.
people.
The
But
Levant.
See, that's what I'm. See, they keep doing this Levant thing. But so hold on. So you telling me that the Jews in Elephantine, if we would have had their DNA results, it would say that they from the Levant? Because
Yes.
no, it wouldn't. It'll say that they
Brother,
from
the point is you don't have DNA
The
evidence
ones
that
in
they're from the
Elephantine,
Levant.
you're saying people who migrated from one place to another.
right.
right.
Yes,
So
it
the
would say that
DNA
they
will
were
be
from the
attached.
Levant.
Yeah, it will be attached to their locations at different points. That's where you would see a concentration of certain markers. You're not
But
going to see
hold
a
on.
concentration of markers in a church. Like it's like this
Exactly.
area.
In the population, right? The
So that's what I'm
region.
saying. You can't. There really isn't DNA evidence to prove you're a Hebrew. Like,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So when you make it a DNA um
argument.
when you make
Oh,
it
I
a
see what you're
DNA
saying
thing
there.
topic and stuff, that's kind of convoluted. It's more detailed than just DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let's simplify the argument. And I'm gonna ask Wall Street really or the brother that claims to be Hebrew. What region are Hebrew people indigenous to?
We don't know. Because
And when you say that, go ahead.
according to their narrative, they was in Mesopotamia for a time. They was in the Levant for a time. They was in Egypt, in Africa for a time. And not only that, the part of them being in Mesopotamia, that only comes from that's only to Abraham. So
Exactly.
Abraham's DNA
So, brother,
would
hold
probably
on.
come from
Let's
somewhere else.
once again
Hold
let's
on.
slow. We got
Go
to
ahead.
slow the dialogue down because
Go ahead.
you're trying to deflect. The point is, do you have any genetic evidence? You already admitted that you have no DNA ancestry that traces to the Levant. Do you have any DNA evidence that traces you
But
to
not
Mesopotamia?
necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay, brother.
No. I'm
And
saying that's
and really,
not. I'm saying it's
no,
not
this
necessarily
is the
what
ultimate
you're
point,
saying.
brother. This is the ultimate point. Due to the subjugation and the colonization and the enslavement that African Americans experienced, collectively, many of us have a lack of ethnic self-esteem. So many of us want to pretend to be the main character in a folkloric book that Europeans forced on us. But bro, we already are holy people as African Americans. You don't gotta cosplay as Hebrew. Do you realize that, brother?
Here you go.
That's the truth.
I'm like he dropped off.
Yeah,
Well,
because like
hi,
even if
nice to
you're
meet
looking at
you.
the current people in Israel,
I don't know what
what
happened with
most of
Tiffany.
their DNA is attached to is European areas. It's not even they don't even track it far back as when Solomon's temple was destroyed. Like, nah, y'all Germans, y'all are, different people.
Yeah, yeah, because he was saying when, but that's kind of his argument is also sometimes what I hear from like abos too. The ones
Yeah.
that think that it came like well, if they brought people from here to Africa and then back here, it'll say they was from Africa. Like no, and then they still gonna track from where they came from originally. That didn't make sense. So yeah, if they went to Elephantine from the Levant, it's gonna say they from the Levant.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the
Did,
Hebrew argument halfway can possibly make sense. Right?
well, did
Nothing
you
about that
watch
Abo
the
argument.
debate yesterday? It was a debate yesterday that Joshua had. That's actually what we were talking about because Capone thinks that Joshua won that debate. and it was about African Americans. Our Israelites among the ancestors of enslaved African Americans, and so he thinks that that they were. That's because they were Israelites. I guess in West Africa, as he's saying, that they were part of the people who were enslaved. That they were also Israelites. So then, I guess it supports him being an Israelite.
But honey, he was reading mythological documents from Greeks and trying to use that as something, huh?
Yeah, that's why I was like, "What are you?"
Did you notice
Because
that though?
me and Tiff were like, "What? Who are you talking about said this? Because that doesn't make any sense."
Right.
And then she's like, she asked him like, "Well, I would need to see those documents."
But and you know, I became the reason why debaters cannot do videos before judging on Paradigm Shift. You know,
Oh
I was the one
yeah, I
not to
saw
do on
that.
that. I was the one not to do on that, huh?
Yeah,
But you
I,
know, it's a pleasure
you,
talking to you.
you
Hopefully.
shouldn't do the judges. You shouldn't do a video before judging, Jose.
Oh boy. And probably the next day, big and bright and early,
You
there's
shouldn't.
like,
You
no
did. I think you did
Jose.
good for your first debate. For your first debate, though,
I did. I'm
I
in the
think you
top
did
10
very
too.
well.
I'm in the
Yeah, I
top 10
saw.
too. I'm feeling
Well,
very, very,
congrats.
yeah.
And then I see you got like a tag team debate coming up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You guys jumping back in the fray with us or what?
We
I
got
don't know about
it's
that.
a tag team over there. That's ours. Pan and Theo. It's the sevens.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Big Pan is a barbarian and Theo is a bar knight.
So they feel they coming over there
This is
to
our
play
team.
some
We got
unification
18.
game.
I'm like we got 18 debaters. This is our team. So
Oh, that's
uh, they got together and we created a tag team. So they'll be over there in the tandem.
so they think that they're gonna come over here and make it a clean sweep? No, nah, they can't do that.
They
And
might.
if I didn't act that so they want to sneak over there, windows titles, and then say we unifying.
They ain't sneaking. Pan come walking through with his shoulders up.
But
And
he didn't
Pan,
tell me. He didn't
he didn't
tell
tell
me.
you. Yeah,
He
he
didn't tell
up
me they had the
there.
belts over here, honey. He didn't tell me that.
You didn't know
Y'all
I
that
ain't
didn't hear
got
Pan?
that.
Pan's
Courtney in
been a
that mix, do y'all?
barbarian.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Y'all don't
that. So
have
the man
Courtney
trying to
in that
sneak in.
mix.
We're going to
You
Wall
didn't know
Street.
Courtney was a barbarian?
Oh nah, Courtney made the playoffs, man. He debate league
I
now.
know.
He's
No,
still a
he
barbarian.
was a
That's it.
barbarian when
I
he
didn't
got
know
on
that
there.
part.
Remember his first debate? He said something about the bar baddies and everybody. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Courtney named the bar baddies.
yeah. So, Courtney on here, Blue on here. Yeah, you know, my half the people. Unc West, Pan,
Oh, now you
Himmy,
claiming blue too?
Himmy
Come
back,
Blue
on,
is
man.
definitely a
Slim Reaper.
barbarian.
Oh, now I
Wall
He's
gotta
Street, man. We
also
had to
seriously
get.
say this.
a judge over here too. He
Yeah.
judged our last debate.
We had to get you in there, Wall Street.
Mm.
We had to get you in there.
He
I'm
talk
more of a
about claiming.
commentator, bro.
I
So
don't claim
anytime.
people. They sign up for this.
Oh,
So
Wall Street, Willie,
anytime.
I gotta talk to you after this about there's a new debater.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. Please. Please, we gotta add him to a chat. I gotta hear him. I gotta hear his matter of fact, just stay on here when we end there. So nope. Because I gotta play Theo's song in a second. Um, but yeah, so
Oh,
I can just start playing it now. So we're gonna end with Theo's song. But yeah, I'm very glad that you guys are doing, all of that stuff. I'm glad you back out there, Jose, because they were saying you was scared. So I'm glad that you,
yeah, man. They're calling me all kind of punk.
yeah.
You know
So
you
this
can't listen. Don't
weekend,
listen to JJ. You know he gotta do his little thing.
Now
this
we
weekend
call
we got two
him.
debates.
Now we call him on our
Understand that.
platform. We call him he who has no name, and then we spit on the ground when we speak about him.
Well, damn.
We say he
Now
who has
who,
no
Not
now
name,
who think y'all
Voldemort.
talking to?
then we
I'm
spit on the
from the
ground.
lines then. Hmm?
He
Right.
about to
The
Avada
lies
Kedavra.
dead. Exactly.
Wall Street, he looked for that. The man disrespected our brother DMG. So he is he who has no name, and then you spit. We don't got
Oh
no
Lord,
respect
I
for that.
didn't know about that one. I
Yeah,
missed that one.
all that playing
Oh
now.
man,
So
it's a
anytime.
ritual with it. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, disrespect for real.
Oh
Because he's still
man.
ranting about it, he's still ranting about it. I think he did a video a couple days ago.
He's going to do that for like
Well,
about
yeah,
some weeks.
and now he lost to Haru, so he gonna rant about that one.
Hey, so listen,
Yeah, he's
honey,
going to be doing a lot of ranting.
honey, I
Huh?
see you're gonna end, so hopefully I'll come back on when there's an opportunity to.
Okay.
So
It's always hit the panel.
and Wall Street Willie, we need you to come out with your line of shiesties. Right? We need business shiesties, we want street shiesties, we want club shiesties, right? That's what we need. A Wall Street Willie line of shiesties, right? So anytime you
A
come on, you
line
want a
of
different one, right?
shiesties.
Yeah, man. Wall Street Willie is a financial. Is here to come up with a line of shiesties. I'm telling you, that goes sell. And it has to say on W.E.B. Du Bois and all the dead homies. All right,
Yeah,
sis. You have a good night,
he
right?
been around Wall Street for a minute.
Right.
All right. You have a good night, people.
You
Good
too.
night, Jose. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna play our song. Yeah, we'll be here every Monday. Play a closing song by Theo, and we out. Can this be heard?
I can hear it.
Okay, let me show it on something much.
Highly anticipated, poised for elevation, meditation, the congregation, zero appreciation, no fear, the demonstration, ties, fully embracing, lay penetrating, basement initiated, raised is not prepared with amaze, the shattered faces, no doubt, motivation, but not the only, a homie, on truth, $5 zoning, unite, right mics, unipolling, red doning, ups, and made the homeland its own, man, let them fall when they land. The ties that bind realize and see it, guys. Time flies, new highs, within a high. Surprise, 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 surprise. What? 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 Haters, love to save your highs, the dominator of good, the greater, and the key of nature. Remove the blinders when minding for the lineup. Show enough clutch, scenes bust when mics get touched, they denied him. While it's embedded in our line, and 7 times and it's shining, a new design and shining. With the dagger for behind us, liars like a virus with the Midas touch. Venture past the bus in the dust. 18 crops, cream, spilling them guts, ointment and cuts. How I see it in sight. In this realm of huff and pop, another bite of snuff. Disrespect to us, enough. Too much to give up.
Okay, and this song was by our one and only Theo Wright. I highlighted his comment in the comments. So that's our show for today, folks. Thank you, and see you next Monday. Well, we're going to see you Saturday for the first debate, Sunday, and then see you on next Monday for the recap. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. ベーコンの花が咲き風を呼び嵐来たまるでザ・ブームディエゴに会った時 LA で島歌を聴かせたらう